Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Essentia Health podcast series. I'm your host, Yeji Lee. In this series, we bring you practical, accessible strategies to support your well-being and to help you navigate the many challenges of everyday life, both at work and at home. For many people, summer is something that we look forward to all year long. It conjures up thoughts of vacations, longer days, more relaxed schedules, family activities, and just more opportunities to spend time together with your loved ones. However, for working adults, summer can also create a unique set of challenges. As children go on summer break, parents often face more complex childcare or camp logistics throughout the summer months. You have some people who may have visitors coming in from out of town, which, while that offers a chance to enjoy time together, it also comes with added hosting stressors. And summer brings more social commitments, whether that's travel or just any change to your established routine, all while your work responsibilities remain the same. So instead of feeling relaxed and recharged, many of us are left feeling overwhelmed during a season that's associated with leisure time and typically a slower pace. It's very easy to feel like you are being pulled in multiple directions at once. In fact, research continues to show just how important work-life harmony is. According to the U.S. Surgeon General's framework for mental health and well-being, one of the 5 essential elements of a healthy workplace is supporting work-life harmony, recognizing that employees perform their best when they have opportunities to meet both of their professional and their personal responsibilities. And according to the American Psychological Association's Work in America survey, psychological well-being remains one of employees' highest workplace priorities, with workers consistently identifying flexibility and support for balancing work and life as key contributors to their overall well-being. And so today we're going to talk about how to navigate the competing demands of work and summer life without sacrificing your well-being or feeling guilty for taking that time to enjoy the summer season. So I first want to go into what makes summer a surprisingly stressful time for many adults. Well, many of us imagine summer as a more slower season. As we all know, the reality often looks quite different. Especially for parents, if you have children that are out of school while your work expectations stay the same, that's also an added stressor. Finding childcare, coordinating camps, arranging vacations, or simply just keeping everyone on their own different schedules can really start to feel like a second full-time job. For others, summer may mean hosting family or attending weddings, traveling, or managing those additional caregiving responsibilities. Many of us are also adjusting to our own expectations for what summer is supposed to look like. Perhaps this year you have less time off or fewer financial resources for the vacations or events that you had hoped to enjoy. And that leaves you to navigate the disappointment and maybe explore alternative ways to make the most out of the season. And what makes this especially difficult is something that psychologists call role conflict. And that's the feeling that multiple important responsibilities are competing for your attention at the same time. So we may feel this more amplified in the summer as personal and family life becomes busier. Many of us believe that we should be fully present at work while also being fully present with our families. When we inevitably fall short of those impossible expectations, what often follows is the feeling of guilt. The reality is that balance does not mean giving 100% to everything all at once. It just means intentionally shifting your attention to what matters most in each moment. Instead of striving for the perfect balance every day, think about aiming for flexibility over perfection. This might look like giving your full attention to an important work project during the day, and then setting work aside so that you can be fully present at your child's swim meet that evening. Or it might mean recognizing that a busy week at work isn't the best time to plan an elaborate family outing, and maybe opting for a simpler or easier activity instead. So now I want to get into what are some practical ways to create healthier boundaries during the summertime. I think that one of the healthiest things that we can do is just to become more intentional with our time. First, plan your personal commitments with the same importance as your work meetings. If your child has a recital, or if there's a family outing coming up, or even just an afternoon of rest that matters to you, put it on your calendar and let people know. Second, communicate early. If you know you'll need flexibility for some summer activities or appointments, have those conversations with your manager before any conflicts arise. And third is to establish clear boundaries that define when your workday begins and when your workday ends. That might mean turning off notifications after work hours, resisting the urge to check email during your personal time, or simply just protecting your lunch break. The U.S. Surgeon General emphasizes that adequate rest and opportunities to disconnect from work are essential for preventing exhaustion, for improving mental health, and reducing burnout. And I think that that's a fact that we all probably know and have heard of time and again, but it can still be a challenging task to accomplish at times. Even small amounts of recovery, whether that's a walk outside, reading on your front porch, eating dinner without your phone, or just spending uninterrupted time with your loved ones, can all help to replenish both your physical and your emotional energy. And lastly, I want to get into what should we do when we start feeling overwhelmed with increased summer demands. Well, I think that the first step is to recognize the signs of burnout before it develops. So you might notice yourself becoming more irritable than usual, feeling mentally exhausted even after getting adequate sleep or rest, struggling to concentrate, or just feeling like your brain is constantly on. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, more than half of employees reported experiencing burnout because of their job within the past year. And over one-third say that they felt overwhelmed, that it became difficult to perform their work. Now, despite the challenges that summer brings, if we manage our commitments, engage our support system, and try to set realistic expectations for ourselves, I think that we can use this season as a time to recharge and realign, which is so critical to avoiding burnout. So, when you start to notice these signs, pause and ask yourself, what do I need right now? Sometimes the answer is rest. Sometimes it's asking for help. Sometimes it's just saying no to one more commitment. And sometimes it's reaching out for professional support. Remember that You do not have to wait until you're completely overwhelmed before seeking help. And remember that your employee assistance program is available to provide confidential counseling, resources, and support for work stress, family concerns, caregiving responsibilities, and many of the pressures that can feel especially heavy during this season. And as we always stress, asking for support is not a sign of weakness. It's actually one of the healthiest things that you can do for yourself and for the people around you. So, as we wrap up today, I'd like to leave you with this thought. Summer does not have to be perfect to be meaningful. Your family does not need a perfectly planned vacation. Your children do not need to participate in every single summer activity. And your coworkers don't expect you to be available every minute of every day. What matters most is that you are intentional with your time, that you give yourself the time and permission to rest, and remember that taking care of yourself allows you to show up more fully for the people and the responsibilities that matter most to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you or someone you know could benefit from additional support, remember that our Employee Assistance Program is here to help. On behalf of everyone here at Essentra Health, thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.